Hello, students. So I'm posting a little video introduction that will cover what you all are going to be doing for your introduction. So it's a little bit different than some of the online courses you've done before. It's not the traditional introduction because at this point you all probably know each other pretty well and have had me in courses and things like that. And so to start off with, just share your name and any maybe things that you might be expecting from this course, any concerns you might have, things like that. And then what I want you to do is take a look at the statements that are in this thread and try to respond to them based on your culture, ethnicity, your background, heritage, traditions, values, gender, religious, spiritual identity, and all of those other wonderful things. And so to start off with, the first statement is the part of my identity that I'm most aware of on a daily basis is, and for me, it's probably my gender, and even more specifically, being a mother. So being a female, being a mother are the ones that I'm most often aware of. The part of my identity that I'm least aware of on a daily basis is probably my able-bodiedness. We definitely live in a world that is not created for anybody who may have differing abilities. And so I have the privilege of walking through the world without having to consider that constantly. The part of my identity that was most emphasized or important in my family growing up was, gosh, that one's a tough one. I think just being like a family member, family is very important. My family definitely love doing things together and really prioritize the family in so many ways. And so my identity as like a daughter, a sister, a cousin, a niece, all of those things were really emphasized and important. The part of my identity that I wish I knew more about is, gosh, probably ethnic background. I obviously know some about it, but in more recent years, I found it a lot more because my sister did the blood test on like one of those DNA ancestry whatever sites. So we learned a little bit more about our background. Of course, none of it was too surprising because, you know, a large chunk of our background is Irish. My dad was 100% Irish from Ireland. So that's something that I hope to learn more about as I grow. The part of my identity that provides me the most privilege, I'm not really sure. There's a number of privileged identities I currently hold, and so able-bodiedness is one I mentioned. Also, I do have white skin. I a cisgender individual. I'm well educated, and so I think that a number of these areas really do provide me privilege. The part of my identity I believe is most misunderstood by others. Oh gosh, probably religious, spiritual identity, or maybe even affectional identity, I would say. I think sometimes we can make assumptions about religion and spirituality without actually asking the person. And so I know that that one is one that I've kind of dealt with for quite some time. And then of course there are people who make judgments based on people because of their affectional identities. The part of my identity is that I feel is difficult to discuss with others who identify differently is probably political, maybe as well as religious, spiritual a little bit. Those are definitely challenges at times. And then the part of my identity that makes me feel discriminated against, probably being a female, especially in different misogynistic environments and stuff like that. And so this is kind of an example of what you're going to go through for your videos. And so hopefully you can do a little bit of self-exploration and share with the group. Thank you.